Hey guys, today I'm going to swatch the 31 Purple Fish watercolors. I know some people have been waiting for this video just to get a better look at them. I got the Plein set, which was 12 colors, and then I got another set. I forget what it was called, but it was 3 tubes because I wanted to try out both the tubes and the pans. So this is my first time using 31 Purple Fish. It came in this little purple baggie. Oh, here. I had opened the purple bag just to make sure, because I got them a little while ago. I wanted to make sure everything was there. This is how it came. Vintage blush, mint, and sage gray. And then she also sent these 3 trays with them in case I want to put them in that. And then the other ones came like this. We have peach fizz, indigo green. So that will be useful for when I'm actually doing the swatching, because I pre-made a couple swatch sheets. This is where I did the other swatches, and then when I put them in my binder, I'll put them this way, like this, so that I have, you know, the other brands like on the other sides, but the 31 Purple Fish will be together like this. So I just drew this in with waterproof pen really quickly last night to in preparation for this. And then for swatching, we're just gonna loosely go over with watercolors over these, and then we get to see the watercolor, and then it's also like more fun that way, I think, you know, in terms of swatches than just, well, here I did the trees and here I did the paint tubes. So I've just been trying to do the swatching a little bit more fun than just, you know, the regular old swatching. And I haven't decided if I'm going to use these bigger ones, or I do have some art toolkit extras that I might use. Let me see what I have. So I might use these. I don't know what that is. And then, see, these are all, okay, these are from AliExpress, I think. And then these are art toolkit. They're slightly different. The art toolkit ones are a little bit like thicker. These are like feel a little bit thinner. And the size difference, the ones from AliExpress are slightly longer. The width is the same. So I might use these 3 for these guys, or I might use at least one of these for, and I'm gonna save these ones that are art toolkit for art toolkit. So let's set that aside. So we have these options. And 1 second. Okay, I have this thing that I bought on Jackson's Art Supplies. It came empty, and then I sprayed this with white. And I'm thinking this would be a nice one for all these. And if I do put them all in there, there's still room left for me to buy more 31 Purple Fish down the road if I want. So I can show you how many this fits. And I like that it's kind of like a little bit flatter, so it's easier to access them. It almost feels like it was made for them. So we can see how many of these it fits. And then I think that, and that's 2 of them, and that's 2 of them. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 and 3, 24, unless I use these little ones, I would be able to fit more than 24. And in the meantime, I might just stick these over here with, like, I don't know, a glue dot or something, and to just keep them in place while I don't have as many, so I have space maybe for like extra mixing. Although this is a nice big mixing space, so I'm not sure I actually need that. So yeah, so this was very cheap from Jackson's. The other stuff that would work is like a gift card, like a metal gift card, little box or whatever would work for these as well. So that goes there. So let's unbox them, or unbaggy them. Oh, these baggies are so cute. I like these little. The way to get 31 Purple Fish is she has updates like every Friday. I think it's like every Friday or whatever usually. So if you check out her Instagram, she kind of like shows you what's going to be available for sale. But then you got to grab them quick. Like you got to basically set your alarm if you want any of these. If you set your alarm and you go right away, you should be able to get them. But if you wait, like things start getting sold out within like 20 minutes of release for certain colors. And I guess because I ordered the 2 sets, it was enough to get me free shipping. So I'm excited to try these. I had mentioned before that I got 4 handmade brands. This is the 3rd one I'm reviewing. The other 2 were the beam paints, and the other one was the Art of Soil and beam paints. And then I had gotten a 4th one, but things went a little sour with that purchase. So I'm not going to be talking about that on here or reviewing them or anything like that because, you know, they're obviously a small handmade brand. So I don't want to like badmouth them or hurt their business. That one did not work out. So I'm sticking with the 3 handmade brands I got, and that's it for me in terms of handmade paint. I think I'm good on handmade paint. And then how are we going to do these? I might just squeeze these into the little trays for now. And then one of them was really useful looking, like this one. Maybe this one I'll do like a bigger one. And then these 2 pale greens, I'll do like the 2 smaller ones. I'm not sure I need them in big trays. But then again, I do kind of want to fill up the space. So I might just not even squeeze them into things right now. I might just kind of put them on here and use them from here. And then I kind of do want to color match a little bit to what I'm doing. And here are the paintbrushes I brought, my favorite ones. This is a Skoda Perla. This is from AliExpress, but it's very nice. And this is also from AliExpress, but it's very nice. So these are kind of no brand, but you can get nice ones from AliExpress pretty cheap too. And this is the best paintbrush ever, Raphael Petit Gris Per. I'm gonna try to arrange this so that you guys can see all of it. I guess that's gonna have to do. All right, so let me try to do this. I do have my little sketchbook where I had drawn some of these out before and tried them out. So I'm gonna have it open to the side just to make sure I'm like doing it the right way. Let's start with an easy one. Just to show you guys what I did. I drew in the things like where the lines would be on these different items. And then I'm just gonna plop some watercolor on top, and I don't have to like paint too much. I just plop the watercolor on top and let it do its thing, right? So I'm gonna try to like make sure I'm using the colors that are kind of make the most sense. So I think we're gonna start with the red, Strawberry Jam. I think will be, this is the most red. It activates right away, if you guys can see. We're gonna start with the watermelon. That's why I have both sheets here. And I don't want to like go over it too much because watercolor kind of works best if you don't work it to death. I do want to actually put a little bit more to one side just to see kind of what it looks like more in mass tone versus spread out. For all of them, I have the black lines drawn in so that we can see how transparent they are as well. So this is a good way to see, to check for transparency. This is the most yellow, and this is the peach fuzz. You know what, I should probably label all these, but in the meantime, I'll just put the paints next to them so that I don't forget, and then I can label them later, like off camera. For the yellow, we'll do the candlestick. I'm going in dry, so I hope you guys can see how quickly it activates. Oh, and I forgot to mention, this is Arch's Arch's 100% cotton cold press, so it's got a bit of tooth to it. And again, I'm putting a little bit more on one side. This one has some opacity to it. This one was very transparent. This one definitely has a lot of opacity to it. This yellow. Are there other ones that need specific colors? This one, I think, Avka Haze. I don't know what that means. I'll have to look it up on her Instagram and label it and then maybe come back and tell you guys. But this one looks green. Or the other one, no, that's blue. Cobalt Storm. Cobalt Storm. Did I get 2 duplicates? I think I got 2 duplicates. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got 12, but I think one of them is a duplicate. So maybe I'm missing one. I'm gonna have to I don't know what that is. Yeah, so these two are duplicates because they both say Cobalt Storm, but we'll check it out and see if they really are duplicates and if I'm missing anything. This is like some kind of green. I'm not sure what kind, but we're gonna do the leaf with it. It's a pretty color though, Cobalt. I guess it's a cobalt color then, right? Oh no, wait, Yvka Hayes, I don't know what that is then. She doesn't say what pigments she uses. This one is pretty opaque so far. And again, we'll put a little bit more on one side, just in case it is opaque, we'll be able to see that. Okay. Hope I don't put my arm in it by accident at some point. I kind of wanted a green for the tree as indigo green. Okay, well, let's do green for this tree. Indigo green. Ooh. Wow, I love indigo blue, so oh my goodness, that's really dark. It almost looks not like opaque because it's so dark, but I have a feeling it's going to be pretty transparent once it dries. And you can see how fun it is. Like once you have the lines drawn in, then you just kind of can have fun with plopping watercolor down and not worrying too much about being precise. I wanted to like get that a bit spread out because it's so dark. Okay, let's put that right there. That's pretty. I like that one. It's really pretty. Patina Haze. I don't know what that is. Which one is that? Maple Haze. It's like a yellowish. So that one might be good for this popsicle. Oops, that went way too wide. It's not looking much like a popsicle, but well, you get the idea. It shouldn't have been so wide. I'll show you what it should have looked like. That's kind of what it's supposed to look like, but I went too wide. It's just a swatch, so it's all good. And then I'll go around and label them when I'm done with this. So we'll put that here. And then what colors do we have? Black Forest. Which one's going to be good for black? Maybe this Planet. Oh, it's green. Oh, whoops. I could have done something else with green. That's a really pretty green too. Yeah, let's put a little bit more here, and then that's really pretty. I really like this one too. These two are transparent but very dark, and I think that's my favorite thing. They're very intense. I love those. Let's do this. I don't know. This one's not labeled. It's some kind of blue, more opaque looking sky blue. Let's do this snowman. We'll just pretend, you know. Oh, he's looking a little lumpy as well. Not the best rendition of a snowman, but I mean, once you have them drawn out too, you can then kind of gauge how much space you have on the paper and then fill it up with you know, if you have space, fill it up with more paint. And then let's put a little bit more on the side. Okay. Put that one there. When I'm done, I'll bring it up closer so you guys can see it better. I'm gonna have to leave one of these, yeah, because I don't want to double up on those two, on the Cobalt Storm. Let me see if they're both the same color. It's like a pale blue, and then yeah, I think so. They are both Cobalt Storm. Okay, so we're only gonna swatch one of them and then leave the other one. Let's do this bird in Cobalt Storm. Oh, I forgot to put the little tail in. Oops, I usually do a little tail when the birds, but I can just draw one in. There we go. Now it's got a tail. It's all good. Ooh, this one's pretty, actually. Maybe it's not such a bad thing I got two, because I will message her about it, but this one separates. This one granulates and separates. There we go. That's the little birdie. Should we even out the edges, or should we pretend that's the feathers and that's why it's so uneven? Okay, that's pretty. I don't know what that white spot is there, but maybe let's lift it away a little bit for the eye. Let's see how well it lifts. That's pretty good. Indigo lilac. Oh, this is the purple. Let's do the feather in purple. Ooh, that's a pretty indigo. Okay, I guess it's going to be kind of dark. Yeah, what do you guys think of doing swatches this way? It feels like you still get the same information about the paint, but it's a lot more fun. And then it looks more fun too when you're like looking through your swatch book than just a bunch of you know, lines and circles and squares, right? Okay, that's the feather. Lunar, oh, yellow, lunar yellow. So that's gonna be a granulating yellow. Should we do the flower in yellow? That does not look yellow whatsoever. Okay, so I guess it's not, I should have looked up these colors beforehand and then maybe matched it better to, oops, I got my fingers in that thing, in the bird. And then I could have matched it better to the different things, I think. Yeah, I'm getting paint all over. If I knew in advance what all these colors were. So this makes sense for her to call it lunar yellow, because basically if you do like a granulating black with a yellow, you would get this green. So I think that's what she must have done. And lunar usually means granulating. So I guess she did a black and a yellow to get this granulating yellow. Oops, I put my finger in the bird again. All right, let's not worry about that. So that makes sense. And then I have 1, 2, 5. Why do I have 5 left? Oh, did I not? Patina. Oh, patina haze. I don't think I've done this one. Okay, yeah, that makes sense now. So I'm missing one, so one is gonna stay blank. Patina haze. Let's do the snail with the patina haze. It's like a brownish, yellowish, granulating type yellowish thing. Yeah, this is very interesting. It's definitely going to be a very kind of specialty palette. Just a lot of the colors are very granulating too. So they're pretty transparent and granulating for the most part. So it's kind of nice. I like that about them. We have these 3 tubes and I don't want to like put them in a thing yet. So let's just try them here. Let's start with this pinkish, vintage pinkish sort of color. Oh, I have to pierce the top. They're sealed. Oh, okay, hold on a second. That like completely exploded. So I think that one is getting put into a pan. Look at that. That is a complete mess. Wow, that was a huge mess. So that tube just totally exploded. And I'm doing the big one. I was planning on doing the big one for this anyways. I just have to use my fingers at this point, guys. It's the most efficient way. So I hope the other ones don't explode. I guess I will just have a thing ready. And now it doesn't want to come out. I guess I will just have a thing ready for them because just in case they also explode. I mean, I was gonna just not worry about it, but at this point, I don't think I have a choice. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if you wanna, not sure if I 100% can recommend the tubes, to be honest. Okay, that was a big mess, but let's do the lollipop in it in this color. This one is a little bit more on the opaque side. Well, I would say a lot more on the opaque side, actually. Put that one there. And then let's get a couple of these trays ready, just in case. Since we saw what just happened, let's do it over here, actually, just in case it does explode. It can go in there. That was kind of insane. Oh, I hear it. Can you guys hear it? Okay. Whew. That was, oh, that's a lot of binder separation. I mean, messing with these little tubes is not my favorite, so I'm not sure if I'm buying from her again, it's not going to be these little tubes. I have this little stylus, and I'm going to mix it around just to mix the binder in. I mean, the convenient thing about the tubes is you can put them in either these quarter pans or those bigger half pans, but yeah, wouldn't necessarily say it's worth the hassle. Made a bit of a mess here too, but guys, just so you know, I'm like pretty messy with things anyways in general, so part of this is user error, just so you know. I got the paint all over this thing. I got the, okay. Now I picked up enough with like the stylus. Let's do the little fish in green. And almost clean it off. And then let's do, I got a little bit more for the tail. This one does feel more opaque. This whole set feels more opaque in general because it's like pastel. So I would imagine she added some white to it. Put that here. It's called Sage Gray. This one is gonna be mint, and that looked like it was gonna be a pretty color too. Okay, that one did not pop out. That one's pretty much, I don't even know if I can get it out, to be honest. It's completely dried up. That's weird. This one's completely dried up. I'm not sure I can get it out. I'm not sure I can even get it out. Yeah, well, I got it out enough to do a swatch, I think, if it will dilute. Let me see if I can actually take this lump off. Oh, it's completely, it's like a weird consistency. It's like all like weirdly dried up. But to a weird consistency. I got some lumps off. Let's see if I can dilute them enough to actually do a swatch or not. And this is supposed to be like a bow tie, so when I get the other color, if she's able to send me the replacement for these two duplicates, then the mint does not want to dilute at all. I can't really get it to work, guys. I was gonna still try to swatch it, but the lumps are not diluting. So I'll see if she can send me a replacement for that too. Assuming that works, I will come back and put an update in the comments, because I do want to get this video out so you can see the colors that did work, and then if I get replacements that work, I'll put that in the comments, and maybe in my community tab add a photo with the updated swatches that would include these two as well, so you can kind of see what they look like. I'm missing two colors then, the mint that I couldn't get to work, and whatever was supposed to be in place of that cobalt blue. I'm gonna go ahead and label them, and then I'll come back and show you up close. So I think I figured out what I'm missing. There's a color called Swamp Green, and I don't think I got that one. And I got the two blues instead, the two Cobalt Storms, which actually is one of my favorite colors in this set, so I guess that's good on the positive note. So the mint didn't work, so that's not swatched, and then the Swamp Green, which looks like a kind of more pale version of this. It's like a yellowish, greenish sort of color. And then this Patina Haze, to me, looks a lot like this, but maybe slightly more brownish, I don't know, but they look very similar. And these two look pretty similar, but this one does have a lot more granulation and color separation going on than this one. So let me try to hold it up close and see if you guys can take a better look. I've labeled them all as well, so I think you guys can see the granulation is very strong here. This is a very pretty color too. I feel like I see a tiny bit of sparkle maybe. Like in the mass stone, there's like maybe a tiny bit of sparkle, it's hard to tell. This is a nice transparent, cool red. This is a more opaque sort of yellow. This one, like I said, to me, these two look very similar. There might be a slight difference, but I don't know if both are necessary in the same set, to be honest. This color I love. This is very pretty. I love that kind of greenish, bluish, very dark. This color is very pretty too. I love green in general, so this being kind of heavy on the greens works for me. This one I'm loving. So I think you guys can see there's a lot of like, and don't mind that, that's where I put my finger in it. That and that, I put my finger in there by accident, so but the color lifted away pretty good over here, and then there's some pink that's separating out, and it is very granulating. So again, this is more like a specialty palette. It's not something I would use for everyday, like regular sort of paintings where you need the entire range. I'm not sure the camera's picking this up. This is a more like a warmer, lighter orangey color. The camera is making it look a little bit darker brown, but it's more, I would say, on the burnt sienna side. On the camera, I feel like it looks more like a burnt umber, but it's more of a burnt sienna. Vintage blush, again, on camera, it's a little bit darker. In person, it's a little bit lighter tone, like a little bit more of a blush color. Not necessarily more pink, just lighter. Same here. So these tube ones are definitely more opaque, and this one's kind of opaque too. And I put down Storm Haze. That's the one that wasn't labeled, but that was my best guess. It doesn't look exactly like her swatch on her Instagram, but that was my best guess. This one also granulates and separates, but separates into blues. The other one separated into pink and blue. This one separates into just different blues from its granulation. And then this is Eucalyptus Haze. In mass stone, it's definitely rather opaque, and just opaque in general. Both of these are. The two haze colors are more opaque. So I hope this was helpful. Again, I'll email her and let her know that I'm missing one and one is not working, and then if I hear back from her, I'll update in the comments what came of that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope it was helpful. Hey guys, I wanted to pop in really quick. I know I said I was going to just update in the in the comments below, but I wanted to pop in and just tell you an update on the situation with the one color missing and then the one color not working. This was the one not working. Oh, look, it's already kind of like dried up. That's kind of cool. And then this one already kind of dried up too. And it's only been like maybe 3 hours since I did this. But I emailed her after I made the video, and I've already heard back from her, and she said that the color that I was missing and the mint are not available for her to send out to me, because since I bought this a few months ago, those colors are no longer in stock, which I, obviously 100% understand, because these paints are made by hand in small batches, right? So there's no like availability. Once they're sold out, they're gone. So that's why, you set the alarm and you get the colors you want, because once they're sold out, they're gone. Sometimes she redoes them, but then a lot of times they're sold out forever and you can never get them again. So she offered to just go ahead and refund me for those two, for that tube and the pan. So I'm happy with that resolution, and I just wanted to update you that she's very quick with her responses and was happy to make it right. Just wanted to let you guys know. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I love the paint. I love the colors and the color selections. Like I said, green is one of my favorite colors. That purple is gorgeous. So I'm very happy with all of it, and it's going to be a fun sort of like fun palette to have. Not like a regular palette, just like a fun colors type of palette. So anyways, thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and let me know if you have any questions. Bye.